Hi guys, Andy here again from Mad Lad Designs, continuing the playthrough of Dungeon Command, Curse of Undeath versus the Sting of Lolth. So, what do we have in the state of play? Well, Morgana is down to 1 morale. She has the Skeletal Lancer and the Dracolich and the Hypnotic Spirit in play. That's the order card they have. Of course, I'm not going to show you. And that's the creature hand. They have no more creatures to draw from. That's the only 2 creatures left that can be placed on the board for the Undead. Then we have Alexandra, who has 7 morale and has the Umber Hulk, the Drow House Guard, the Drow Assassin and the Shadow Mastiff on the board. The Drow also do not have any more creature cards to draw from, and the only 2 left to put on the board is the spider, the giant spider, and another Drow House Guard. So, will this be the final turn? We shall find out. So let's begin with the Undead. So the first thing we are going to do for the Undead is we are going to draw an order card, because I keep forgetting, but I've remembered this time. Okay, and I'll take a look. The Undead don't have any start of turn effects, so we shall carry on to the activation phase and move the Skeletal Lancer, who has a movement of 8, and he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 due to difficult terrain, then 7, then 8. And he is going to make an attack on the Shadow Mastiff with a melee attack of 20. So let us see if we have any order cards for the Drow to prevent it. No. No. No, I think we've had that one from the beginning, haven't we? No. Right, okay, so I'm afraid the Shadow Mastiff is going to take 20 points of damage. Next up we have the Hypnotic Spirit, and I am going to move the Hypnotic Spirit. Now, I'm not 100% sure here, guys, if this is the right way to do it, but let me just show you that the Hypnotic Spirit has, we're going to focus, phasing, so we can ignore walls. So what I'm going to attempt is to move right through this wall here. Now, does this wall count as one movement? So would it be 1, 2, 3? Or would it count as each square? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure there. If someone can let me know in the comments which it is. But they're definitely going to walk through that wall by going 1, and I'm going to take it as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has 6 movement points. And she is not going to do anything else apart from that. So next up we have the Dracolich. The Dracolich has flying and he can move 6 squares. Oh, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
And he is going to use an order card. Now the Dracolich has 6 intelligence. So the Dracolich is going to use Mage Armor. So I can tap the Dracolich to prevent 10 damage. So I'll attach like so. That was, let me just double check, yep, that was a minor action. So the Dracolich still has a standard action. Oh, so we have a melee attack of 30, a ranged attack of 20, or lightning breath. And I think I'm just going to do a standard melee attack on the Drow Assassin for 30 damage. If I remember correctly, the Drow do not have nothing to prevent it. No, oh dear. So 30 damage is going on the Drow Assassin. So that concludes the activation phase, and we move on to the deployment phase. So Morgana's leadership goes from 17 to 18, and I'll take a look to see if any more creatures can come out on the board. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 worth on the board, which leaves us with 5. Can we put 5's worth of creatures on the board? We can. This is the last of the undead creatures. So we can place both the Vampire Stalker and the Zombie. Vampire Stalker and Zombie. Okay, let me just double check that. We have 18's worth of leadership we can put out. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep, we've got 18 worth on the board. That is all of the Undead's creatures out on the board that were left. So that is the end of Morgana's turn for the Undead. Let's move on to Alessandra's turn for the Drow. So the first thing we're going to do on the Drow's turn is grab an order card. And we have Uncanny Dodge. Discard 1 order card to prevent all damage to this creature from one source. This could have been very bad. Okay, that will go with the rest of the order cards. Now we have movement. Oh, let me just think about this for a while. Okay, so first up we are going to move the Umber Hulk. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and he is going to use his special ability. Let's see. Confusing Gaze. As a standard action, choose 1 enemy creature within 5 squares and slide that creature 3 squares. Then make a melee attack that deals the 30 damage. That is what he's going to do. He is going to use his confusing gaze to draw the Dracolich 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. And he is going to make a melee attack of 30 points of damage. So, do the Undead have a card they can play in order to prevent damage to the Dracolich? Just let me check. Oh no, it doesn't seem that the Dracolich can use any of these order cards to prevent any damage, but the Dracolich does have attached the Mage Armor, which can prevent 10 damage to this creature if it's tapped. That's what we're going to do. We're going to tap the Dracolich, and instead of 30 points of damage, the Dracolich is only going to take 20 points of damage. Next up we have the Shadow Mastiff, who is not happy from the sneak attack from behind. Going to turn around and is going to attack the Skeletal Warrior for 20 points of melee damage. So, do the Undead have a card that could stop it? And indeed they do. They have this. Unbreakable. Need 3 Constitution. The Skeletal Lancer has 4 Constitution. And it says prevent 50 damage to this creature from one source. So that's more than enough to counter the 20 damage from the Shadow Mastiff. So, the Skeletal Lancer doesn't take any damage at all. Next up we have the Drow Assassin, who's going to turn round and take a pot shot at the Dracolich for 10 points of damage. And if we look, the Dracolich is already tapped, so we cannot use an order card on that Dracolich. So it's going to take yet another 10 points of damage. So all that's left now is the Drow House Guard. He can move 6, but with Alessandra's Walls of Web, he can move 8. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, he's going to attack the Dracolich with a melee of 20. The Dracolich is already tapped, so we cannot use any order cards on that Dracolich. So another 20 points of damage on the Dracolich, which brings it up to 50. By heck. It does seem that the Drow want to take down this Dracolich. So, all of the Drow have taken their turn in the activation phase. Next, we move on to the Drow's deployment phase. And Alessandra's leadership goes from 17 to 18. And I'm going to take a look at how many levels Alessandra has on the board. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which leaves us 3, 16, 17, 18, yes it does. And can Alessandra place a creature on the board? She certainly can. Do we do the Giant Spider, or do we do the Drow Blade Master? Okay, I think we shall bring out the Drow Blade Master. He'll go there. So I think that ends this turn, this round for Dungeon Command, and I do not know how Morgana is hanging on with one morale point. We shall see how it goes. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. And join me next time, which may be the very last round of Dungeon Command. Who knows? You'll just have to tune in and find out. So until then, I will catch you guys later.